Hey, I'm Nick Boy and welcome to Pocket, but more importantly, happy International Star Wars Day. And to celebrate, we're going to look at a game from a long time ago, on a PC far, far away. Actually, it's just over there. Star Wars games. Is there anything more disappointing for the Star Wars fan than a Star Wars game? Yes, half the Star Wars movies. But it hasn't always been the case for the games. There have been some really good ones, like Star Wars X-Wing, which came out in the early 90s. This special edition was released on Good Old Games last year and came out on Steam last week. The game originally was from 1993, and you play a rebel pilot sort of in control of an X-Wing during the events of the first film. It was a huge success back in the 90s and it actually spawned a bunch of sequels because it was really good. Well, I've been told it's good. I've never actually played it myself, so I thought today would be the perfect day to jump in and have a go. And as you can tell, I've brought my wingman with me. Hey, R2, play the game. All right, I'll get it. God, robots aren't as cool as you think they are. Nice. Nice MIDI. Okay, I'm done with this story. This is the menu system. Just doors opening and closing, huh? Okay, cool. Historical combat, pilot proving ground. I like all these doors things. Why aren't you opening? What are you hiding? I'm gonna go historical combat. Oh, look at him go. There's a lot of music in this game.
A variety of Imperial craft are in the area. Target the fighters first.
Look at this guy.
Use your forward and rear sensors.
It's just the one movement over and over again. And then he speaks.
Use your combat multi-view display and targeting system to track the enemy.
Why aren't you just saying this is all one sentence? Ooh. Loving the cockpit view. This is very cool. This is really nice, actually. How do I shoot? That's shoot. Oh, get out. What's this? Engine throttle. Okay. Okay, so shoot. Oh, green. I feel like we want green. Yep. Yeah! Nailed it! Hey, R2. Let's kill some guys. All right, but shh, don't give away our position. Shh. This is gonna turn you off for a second again. Time to die. I really like the design of this game. It's funny that, I guess it's because there have been so many sort of like retro pixel style graphic games that have come out recently that this doesn't look particularly dated to me. There's a real style to it that I don't think is particularly lost now. I'm not cringing when I'm looking at the game like I would, like if I went back and played like the original Tomb Raider or something and you just go, oh God, it looks so much better now. It's not trying to look like modern graphics in the moment, and yeah, I feel like it still holds up. Yes, dead. What about you? Okay, so it looks like I've used up half my lasers. Do I have other weapons? Proton torpedo launchers armed. Yeah, let's shoot proton torpedoes at someone. The music is far and away the best thing about this game right now. 2 for onesies. 3 for onesies, I killed myself. 3 for onesies. Let's just tap button and see what happens. Oh no, okay. Oh wow. Oh, it's you! Hey R2, you're in the game. Yes you are, that's you. Now, the game was originally designed to use a joystick, but I've plugged in a Xbox One control. It totally works fine with the left thumbstick. I'm not having any problem sort of maneuvering the ship. What I have found is there is a heap of stuff here. This console isn't just nice design. By randomly just hitting buttons on the keyboard, I found a heap of different things. Like you can change between torpedoes and laser cannons, deflector shields. I can change like if it's set to full strength at the back, at the front. I can transfer power from my lasers to my shields or from my shields to my lasers. There's a replay camera. I've just somehow loaded footage of if I hit P. So there's footage of me. This is like the GTA editor back in 1993, where I can play back what I've been playing. I still am managing to just have fun by finding things to shoot and shooting them. I feel like it's one of those classic old school game things where so much of my memory of playing sort of Strider on the Mega System was I know how to do one attack, and that's how I'm gonna try to beat the whole game. And who cares if I'm just playing the first 2 levels over and over again? It's still really fun. It seems like there's a heap of depth here, but you can get by just sort of like, you know, at least now, shooting and flying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. How much game is here? These guys aren't even shooting at me and I can't get past the first level. There are some really cool mechanics at play here though. Diverting power from the shields to the weapons is a cool thing, that you can use up a lot of your lasers, but then when you've run out, you can put the shield power in there, but it does mean that your shields are now going to be weaker, which you saw there at the end meant that the smallest bit of wing just apparently came right through the front glass of the fighter and just exploded everything. Luckily, I ejected safely to just float now in the nothingness of space. The aiming is also something that is really hard because there's no sort of lock on that I can tell. Maybe there is, maybe it's one of the buttons here on this enormous keyboard that I just haven't randomly pressed and it's told me that that's how you lock on. But it is cool how the reticle sort of turns green where the ship will be when you shoot a laser, so that's quite advanced, I feel, for the time, and puts a real element of strategy and depth of trying to always keep ahead and trying to group your shots together and that sort of thing. There's also, you saw the dot showing you which laser cannon was going to fire on the X-Wing reticle, so that you would go, okay, well I know this top right-hand one is going to fire, so I need to account for that, and the same with the bottom one, particularly if someone was closer up to you. So there is a heap of depth here. Not even just getting past the first mission. I can't imagine how hard this game gets once people start shooting at you. You think that games are hard today, but games are probably deeper now. But back then, it's kind of like, here is a one-for-one replica of what it would be like to fight in an X-Wing. Good luck. You figure it out. Which I'm sure is not the training program that they all went through. Although if the movies tell me anything, it probably is, because everyone's just shooting, missing, and exploding.
No problem here. Eject! I can hold it. Pull on! No, I'm all right.
Had Luke ever flown an X-Wing before it did that giant run? I don't think so. It's impossible. If this game has taught me anything, it's that Star Wars is lying to you kids. You can never be a hero. You would die straight away. You would hit the tiniest part of the Death Star and just blow up. Look, if you had any affinity for this game at all when you were growing up, I feel like this is a no-brainer purchase. There's a real sense of nostalgia to it. The music alone, for me, is worth the price of admission. It's so, so good. Anyway, I need to relieve some uncompleted mission stress, so hey, R2! Dance program. Nick Boy out!